All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Diamonds Hands weekly update. I'm going to try and make this short and sweet. I'm just going to be covering the topics that were requested from you guys. I asked in the Discord earlier today. The topics that I've gotten so far that you guys wanted were Bitcoin. We're going to discuss high time frame view, what I'm really looking for, and then a few coins that I saw requested to go over were Solana, Bitcoin, of course, ETH, AVAX, One, AAVE, and RUNE. So I'll just go into a high time frame point of view for each. We'll start off with Bitcoin first. So let's hop right into it. Bitcoin here, we just been chilling at the same fucking price like all day. It has seemed. Like I said yesterday, this weekend, probably best not to trade. Not much volatility going in either direction. This is the 2-hour chart. You guys know my 38,650 level and 39.3 range I've been talking about for the past several weeks now. Yeah, still chilling in the 42.6 short. That ended up being a much better trade than I had thought it would have. Congrats to those who followed along with that. So I'm still holding it. The only reason why I would close it for now, I'm just holding it as a hedge. So if Bitcoin were to break up past this 39.3K level, test the support, and do the same thing with 40.5, then I would close it. I'm still going to make money, but I'm just going to hold it for now in case it doesn't do those things, and for some reason we break below, reject and back to this like 37.5K level. It just kind of holding as a hedge. We're in capital preservation mode, like I said earlier. I have no reason to close it right now. I mean, we're not showing any confirmation of bullish or bearish. It's just weekend crab price action, nothing to trade. Right? So don't be trying to jump into anything at the moment, like I said yesterday. So high time frame view. We'll start off with the 12-hour. We're going to look at the Astros belt on normal and slow mode. It's currently on slow, I believe, right? Yes, it's on slow. This is a 12-hour. So we're still holding the bottom of the belt as support. We wicked into it today, as you can see there. Let me zoom in a little bit. Yeah, so we literally tapped it, which also just happened to be my 38,650 level over the past 12 hours. Same thing prior. Overall, I think I'm still bullish. You know what I mean? I don't know whether I'm an idiot to still be thinking that, the consistent amount of longs opening for weeks now. We'll look at that right now, just so you know what I'm talking about. This is a 12-hour for longs. It's just been steady increase for the past month and a half every single day. It's roughly increased about 38%, 31,000 open interest in longs as of January 20th to 44.3 thousand right now. I know a lot of you were scared that shorts. I'm always paying attention to both longs and shorts. You guys see it when I post in Barney Trades. Shorts, it was a huge short opened yesterday, which put our open interest from 1,500 on Bitfinex to 5,200. So a big player is betting on us going down. We will see. I mean, that's not really a tell at all. You know what I mean? It's not like, oh, let's go short with him. Because like I said, we're still holding this belt, 38,650. My idea for a short here for those who didn't get in at 42.6 would be this exact scenario where, we close below 38,650. The next candle kind of wakes up to it, maybe goes a little higher, but ends up closing below. So we're rejecting the level now that we were originally holding as support. And then I'll be like, okay, we might take out this low here, and I'd be targeting the 36.3K level, right? Which is where we originally, was holding a support here, gig along, and we had that move to 45K. So I'd be very interested to see how price would react if we did come to there. realistically though, if you're like bullish short term, you don't want that to happen. Obviously, you want it to be the opposite. um, Something like that. But you don't want this low to get taken out for sure. So if we lose 37.5, right, and does end up playing that plan I was just talking about, something like this. If it takes out this low here, then I would expect the 36.3 to be tapped, or at least come close to it, like it did right here, right? So pay attention to that. That's the best I can really do right now. The weekly is about to close tomorrow. Let me look at a cleaner chart, with less lines on it. That one's a little better. So this would be nice if we got something like that. This little plan I had drawn out. We keep rejecting this order block though over the past 5 weeks. So one, two, it's gone into it 4 times, rejected every single time. So obviously we need to flip that zone. That's like goes from 41.5 to 44.1. So we will see. I could see us coming back down to 33K and still be bullish. You know what I mean? Like we're just basically in an accumulation zone, right? So I don't expect any serious bullish price action to take place until after quarter one, if that makes sense. So the end of March, going into April, we might get a little pump. Like that's our monthly chart for Bitcoin going off FTX. So they opened in 2019. So it's only goes back from 2019. But as you can see here, this month ain't looking too great so far. It only opened 12 days ago. We've already pretty much completely retraced February's candle. But as you can see here, 38K is still bullish, man. Just hold above 38 and there's a real chance the longer we stay there and we hold that level, um, the more my confidence level. I know I discussed like coming up with like a confidence rating system for each trade that you guys get into. This is kind of I haven't really figured out a way to rate it yet. I'm still pondering on it. I want to do a little bit of research so I can come up with something like legitimate instead of just some bullshit that I spout out. But in this instance, the longer we stay above 38K, say this weekly candle closes above 39.3, stuff like that tomorrow, those are instances that increases my bullish bias. So if I was to say I wanted to go long, like I'd have to state reasons on why I'm bullish, right? And like, okay, here's the 3 day. So for example, just looking at this, I can say, this 38K level has been support and resistance since literally last year. Bear market of last summer, we ended up flipping it as support, and then we took off, and we never tapped it again until this year, January 2019, or I'm sorry, January 19th, 2022. So as of now, okay, we're zigzagging a little bit. We are still holding the level. So, okay, bullish. This is the 3 day on slow mode. So now I'm going to pay attention to my indicators. We got the asteroids belt midline going here. We are holding it, you know, still. I mean, it's actually pretty perfect. Every time we've come close to it, or just tapped it, it was a long. So that's like, if you guys don't have this indicator, I think he's doing a 7 day free trial, someone said, but I can't recommend it enough. Trading $50, what's $50 a month? I mean, this thing pays for itself. Just looking at stuff like this, everyone has their own edge when it comes to using it. But for me, it's just so ridiculously accurate that if you don't have it, you're missing out. So yeah, again here, okay, it dumps a little bit, but it always holds above. So you just know that one you don't really know. You'd have to look at it, but either way, this one, they were all good besides this big dump we had the end of February, which I think was a scam dump because we literally pumped immediately after back to 45K. So there is definitely a lot of scam price action going on. That comes with being in a accumulation zone. It's obviously clear whales are consistently opening longs, like we just looked over, um, and they want to open them below 40K. So that just there's going to be shit price action like this. I could still see 33. Say something like that didn't happen. It was something like this instead. You know, I could still see something like that. One last tap of 33 just to liquidate all of us retail investors once more. And then we just kind of like pump all the way back up. Again, I don't see anything happening until April. I know there's probably a lot of puts. For those who don't know what puts are, it's options trading. So it's not leverage, but it's you can basically bet what price, in this instance, what price Bitcoin's going to be. So if it's 39K right now, you can call, that would be like a bullish scenario, that we're going to be above 44K and it expires on a certain date. So usually at the end of the quarter. So you can say March 31st, call 44K. If it goes to 44K or above, you make a lot of fucking money. If it doesn't go to 44K, you're losing money, right? It has to be above the level you called. A put is the opposite, where you're betting that it's going to be below a certain price, at or below a certain price. Um, and yeah, if it goes below, you're making more, whatever. And exact same thing. If it's above, you lose. So I'm sure there's a lot of puts going on right now. I haven't checked that order flow, but I will. So I think I've spent a long time on Bitcoin, a little longer than I probably should have, but I just want you guys to know exactly what my thoughts are. Don't be discouraged on the current price action. This too shall pass. You know what I mean? And we're just dealing with, imagine this is exactly what 2018 and most of 2019 was like. Just crab price action with zero volatility going in either direction. Painful to watch, no opportunities. I don't see this happening for 2 years. So I'm expecting probably a big move Monday or Tuesday, especially after we've been coiling in this small zone for a while. We will see. So let's hop right into it on the chart requests. First up, we've obviously already gone over Bitcoin. We'll start with ETH and then we'll go into Sol. So this is ETH 3-day. We'll go to daily. So this is a little small downtrend I have going from the high in February when we're at 3,300. We just rejected it here. If we were to pump, I would expect resistance right here at 2,800. Hopefully hold this 2,750 level if it flips it, breakout, etc. Hold on, I'm getting a call. Let me decline that. I apologize. So let's see here. Yeah, so we're still holding this 2,450 low pretty fucking well. That was what, 5 days ago. Pumped off 2,450 all the way back. We're just in a range. So the high of the range right now is 2,800. The low is 2,450. Realistically, you could move that level. I have that level going off of the bottom of the daily wick on January 21st. You can move it to like right here, where January 22nd closed, and you can just see there. Yeah. So again, just crab price action. There's no confirmation of bullish or bearish right now. Um, I could see us going down the complete opposite here, something like this. It's just a waiting game. So you know, you have to be ready for a long or a short. I'd love to be bullish, but again, I'm preparing. If it did, say it fell below this level to 2,400, I missed the short from here. Let's just say it did. Confirmation would be if it pumped all the way back up and then rejected 25, like right where we are now, like 25.50. So something like that, that would be a bearish trigger to short to take out these lows, 2300 and below. All right. So that's ETH. This is my high time frame downtrend I have from the all-time high in November. We've still never tapped that at all. We're also way below the asteroids belt on the daily. So I'm still expecting a huge pump. There's a lot of good news coming for Ethereum, especially with their upgrade for staking and everything like that. So I could see something like this as well. Break back into the belt, retest that midline around 3,700. So I'm ready for both. I just went over the bearish scenario. The bullish would be, let's pay attention to this downtrend for the time being. So say we break out of the downtrend back to 2,900, a retest right around 2,780, something like that. That'd be my bullish trigger. Like, let's gig along to target this downtrend at 3,200, right? But right now, okay, there could be other ones where like, it flips 2620 and I go long here instead, or I start building along slowly. I'm just not interested in doing that at the moment. Things are too uncertain. Usually I would if I was very confident, but I'm not really confident um, in either scenario yet. You know what I mean? So best thing to do, wait for the confirmation, right? Cool. So Solana, there was a little case study I wanted to go over for this. So as you can see, we just like, here's my bullish trend we've had since, I don't know, a year and a half now. We came all the way back down to it to retest, pumped up. Here we are, and now we're below it. We fell below the beginning of March, which sucked. We're support, resistance here, broke above, held to support, failed. Now we're back at these lows. Now this looks like shit. Let's be honest. It does. It's fallen below the trend multiple times, but we are in this order block here. So I have this going from $65 to basically 80 bucks. It was just that daily price action on August 23rd. And $80 is holding pretty well. So I don't like that. I don't know if you guys just noticed that. This is the daily Astros belt in slow mode. We are literally now rejecting the belt. We did it on March 8th as well, like wicked into it, rejected, but this one looks a little shittier. So you want to get above 82.60 as soon as possible to be bullish. I know I was trying to long it like the past 2 days, and I eventually just gave up because this price action sucks, and it's not worth the risk or the frustration of constantly trying to find it. So, for Sol, I'd be looking for, really, realistically, if I got $65, I'd fucking gig along the shit out of it. I don't even care if everything's dumping and it looks like shit. I will go long here. For now, I want to see us get above really like 83 bucks at the minimum and then start holding it as support, and then we could target like the uptrend again. And even for rejects, it'd still be a nice play, $80 to $100. So we will see. I am bullish on Solana long term. But you got to remember this thing was at like $3 or less a year ago. So we will see. So we did Bitcoin, we did ETH, we did Sol. I'm gonna go up into AVAX real quick. I don't want to make this video too long. I want everyone to watch it. I know when I babble on for too long, some of you maybe don't. But all right, so AVAX. This is what I have a lot of fucking lines from previous analysis, but okay, we got this order block here, which goes from October 2nd, goes from the high of $74 down to the low at 65. You can see the asteroids belt as well, kind of like we were holding the midline. We had a nice run up all of February. I can't believe it was at $100 only a couple weeks ago. What the fuck? But yeah, it doesn't look great with the asteroids belt here. You can see yesterday we wicked up to the midline, rejected, and closed like a inverted hammer. Now we're rejecting the top of this order block. So it is showing bearish confirmation currently on high time frame anyway. I don't see a reason why I don't see a reason to go long here at all, unless we just have a scam pump. So levels I'll be paying attention to would be I want $66 to hold over the next several days this upcoming week, and I would go long probably somewhere between 55 and like $60, which would be the bottom of the belt, right? So something like this, like a nice average entry, stop loss below that wick there, so like $52, something like that. And bare minimum would probably target the midline again, 76. So that would be a nice play if something like that were to happen. You know, I would gather longs here, so we will see. It could still flip this level and then go up. That'll just, we'll see if that time comes. If we end up flipping this level, come up back up to like 77, $78, retesting 74 as support, then we can go long. You know what I mean? I was long yesterday at like 75, or was it 2 days ago? And like it seemed like a good trade, but I got stopped out like several hours later, just a huge dump. Bitcoin literally hasn't moved. I feel like it's been at 39.1 for like 2 days straight. So um, yeah, it doesn't look great. This daily looks like shit, especially compared to others. It literally just pumped all the way up and all the way back down. So I'm not interested in AVAX. Hopefully that answers your question. Whoever requested that one. One has looked like shit for quite a while. Um, we're literally at like all-time lows at the moment. Some of these charts look really bearish, man. I mean, I don't want to be like too bearish, but I mean, something like that. If that were to happen, we lose this low here, which we're sitting at right now. Like below 12 cents, it'd say it dips, takes out this low, and then rejects 11 and 12 cents again. Then I'm like, nah. Like, I don't know. I'm not interested in one at all either. I see no reason to be bullish. It's hard to be bearish as well when it's down so fucking much in only 2 months. So this was like the end of January. It hit a high of 38 cents, which is its all-time high from last October. It is down 70%, 67%. So maybe I'm an idiot. You know what I mean? Maybe it pumps all the way back up, but it doesn't look great. Um, I need to see like at least I'd say, let's see, right here. I just went to the daily close there on September 16th. You can see it was support, support, had that other run up, support, support, lost it, ended up being resistance, and here we are. So up above that level, 16 cents, then I'm like, all right, I can start being a bull again. You know what I mean? Um, but for me, I see no reason to really long, and I'm honestly a little afraid to short when it's already down so much. Um, you know what I mean? Things could bounce back quite easily, and like I said, Bitcoin's in sideways price action, so we're getting scam pumps and scam dumps all at the same time. So it's a little too risky to be paying attention to altcoins like that. I would only trade, Bitcoin and stuff like that. So, all right. So next up is AVE that was requested. Um, I don't know when I drew that, but it clearly didn't fucking work out. I think it was the high. So yeah. It's literally hasn't been this low since January of 2021. It's pretty much the same theme across the board. Um, Not interested in AVE either, bro. Not really. This could be the low. Watch today be the lows before all-time highs. Like, I'm expecting April. Just watch it, probably pump to like 185 just because I'm saying it won't. Would be interesting to see. But if you did want to go long here, you could pay attention to that low at 112, right? You don't want that to get taken out. If it did come down, you really want that or a little bit below that to be your entry. So say it did something like this. That'd be cool. Get your entry at 112, average in, watch it form a low, move the stop loss below the low, and then target, you know, 160, 185. Take profit one, take profit two. Yeah, that's a 64% pump, dude. So Barney's giving you hopium. It is possible. We'll take a picture of that just in case. But yeah, we will see. So that's AVE. Last up, RUNE. I don't believe I have that on my watch list. Let's look at it. Seems I've charted it before with one trend line, which we are literally tapping right now. How the fuck? Okay. So I have that line going at 650, which was the low in August. Really, it was like the highs in last March. You just drag it here. We eventually broke out of it. Had to run up. I keep getting calls. Holy shit. But yeah, I want this level to be flipped. And we will see. RUNE's actually pumping today. Fuck, it's up 16%. Holy shit. I didn't even realize that. But it is at the midline for the daily. So we will see. This actually looks bullish. I gotta be honest. Rejects the belt, breaks into it, retests the bottom of support. Now, like, honestly, above the midline. It's literally chilling right on here, though. So you want the same exact thing to happen now that kind of happened right here last March, right? So you want it to close above. You want the next daily to come down, retest this 650, and then just fucking skyrocket like we did right there. All right. I'm getting so many calls. I apologize. I got to answer some of these people. But yeah, that's up for the daily update, weekly update, whatever you want to call it. Hopefully, this is helpful. I'm going to post it shortly. And if you have any questions, just DM me.